Do you remember when games used to cost $60 and we thought, wow, that's steep? Yeah, well, those were the good old days, guys. Then came the big leap to $70 and publishers promised us this was the final frontier.
We swear,
They said,
$70 is the new normal. We won't go higher.
fast forward to today, and guess what? $80 games are about to be a thing. Publishers are basically looking us dead in the eye, patting us on the back and saying,
Thanks for being loyal customers. Now give us your lunch money, your savings, and your Netflix password.
but here's the best part. They'll sell this to us as necessary for innovation. You know what they're really innovating? Finding new ways to empty our wallets faster than ever. The $80 price tag doesn't mean better servers, deeper stories, or flawless gameplay. It just means Chad, the VP of monetization, gets to upgrade his yacht from the loot box to the deluxe loot box. Now let's break this down logically. What exactly do you get when a game goes from $70 to $80? Better graphics?
Nope.
Better writing?
Definitely not.
A finished game on release?
Don't make me freaking laugh.
What you get for that extra $10 is
Absolutely freaking nothing.
it's the same buggy launch experience, the same 70 gigabytes day one patch, and the same microtransactions, except now they call it premium next gen pricing. Spoiler alert, the only thing next gen is how next level scummy this is. Oh, whoa. And don't forget, this is just the base game. That $80 doesn't include the inevitable season pass, which is $40, the battle pass, which is $20, and the 5 essential DLCs. By the time you're done, you've dropped more cash than it would take to buy a second console. And how do corporates answer? They will give you the classic excuse.
It's inflation.
Prices are rising everywhere, so naturally games have to cost more, right?
Wrong.
Here's a fun stat. The gaming industry made over $184 billion in 2024, more than movies and music combined. The industry is more profitable than ever, yet somehow we're being told that they're the ones struggling.
Please.
And while they cry poor, they're still out here launching unfinished $70 betas, charging $30 for story DLCs and selling $15 skins like it's nothing. Inflation didn't force you to release a broken game at full price. Inflation didn't force you to shove loot boxes into a single player RPG. This isn't inflation, this is a heist wearing a developer badge. Imagine this, guys. Imagine paying $80 for a game and then opening the menu only to find a fully stocked in-game store staring back at you.
Oh, you want the golden dragon armor? That will be $29.99. Oh, you want to skip the grind? Only $14.99. Oh, you want the complete ending of the story? Buddy, that's DLC.
We've reached a point where you're basically buying a ticket to the monetization freaking carnival. They're charging you premium prices for games that are built like free-to-play mobile apps. And yes, I see you, FIFA. I mean,
EA Sports FC Ultimate Microtransaction Simulator 2025.
and we have got to turn away and look at the gaming industry's favorite hustle. Pre-orders. And guess what? With $80 games, pre-orders are about to become an even bigger trap. They'll dangle exclusive skins, bonus missions, and early access to lure you in. But in reality, that exclusive sword skin will be on sale for $3 a week later. And that early access? Well, congratulations, you just paid extra to be a beta tester. Remember Cyberpunk 2077? Yeah. Imagine pre-ordering an $80 Cyberpunk only to spend launch day staring at T-posing NPCs and melting PS5s. Pre-orders are honestly, they're basically gambling. Except the house always wins, and in this casino the drinks aren't even freaking free. Allow me to introduce to you the new pricing ladder. Base game $80, Deluxe Edition $110, Ultimate Collector's Edition $250 freaking dollars.
Please, sir, I just want to play the game.
Edition $500. And you must wonder, what do I get for that extra cash I dished in? Well, this is what you freaking get. A cheap keychain, a digital soundtrack you will never download, a cosmetic cloak you will wear for 5 minutes, and a statue so fragile it will arrive already broken. This is not value. It's financial Stockholm syndrome. Oh, and you thought paying $80 whole meant you are getting a complete game?
So adorable. Welcome to 2025.
Where $80 just buys you the privilege of opening the game's main menu. After that, the real fun begins. A delightful selection of microtransactions, battle passes, early access, premium cosmetics, and exclusive skins you will never even see in-game because matchmaking keeps pairing you with freaking bots. Publishers have mastered the art of double dipping. First, they drain your wallet with the upfront price tag. Then they sprinkle in optional $9.99 skins that somehow always look cooler than anything in the base game. Oh, but don't worry, they promise no pay to win, which is hilarious considering the $50 DLC weapon statistically deals 17% more damage and shoots rainbows when you reload.
Totally balanced.
And let's not forget the FOMO machine, or the fear of missing out machine they've perfected. Limited time bundles, exclusive pre-order bonuses, and premium battle pass tiers are all engineered to make you feel like a peasant if you stick with the default skin. Congratulations, you paid $80 for a game where your character still looks like a cardboard box with arms while Chad next door is rocking a golden mech suit. At this point, I'm convinced game studios are just running an escape room for your bank account. You think you're playing a game, but the real game is figuring out how much you're willing to pay before you break. And every time prices go up, publishers hit us with the same speech.
Games are more expensive to make these days.
Ah, yes, the noble cause of protecting executive penthouse funds. Because clearly, those billion-dollar franchises are struggling to keep the lights on while swimming in record profits. They love reminding us that production values are skyrocketing. Better graphics, bigger maps, more voice acting, but conveniently forget to mention the record-breaking revenue from microtransactions, DLC, and live service events. And here's the kicker, half these next-gen $80 masterpieces launch broken anyways. The textures look like Play-Doh, servers built on day one, and you need a 140GB day one patch just to make the game main menu load. But hey, it's okay because they spent millions rendering ultra-realistic sweat on your character's forehead.
Priorities.
So when they say $80 is the new way to maintain quality, what they really mean is we wanted a third helicopter for the CEO's summer home. Remember when next gen meant better games?
Yeah, me neither.
These days, it's just code for charging more money for the same experience. We're promised groundbreaking innovation, yet somehow every open world game still has the same bandit camps, fetch quests, and broken horse AI we've been suffering through since 2015. Let's take ray tracing for example. Developers make it sound like it'll revolutionize gaming, but in reality it just makes puddles shinier while tanking your FPS harder than a free-to-play battle royale server on launch day. Meanwhile, the actual gameplay hasn't evolved in a decade. But hey, at least you can see your reflection in a sewer drain now, totally worth $80 freaking. And the audacity doesn't stop there. Now we've got next-gen upcharges. You know, the privileges of paying more for the same games on PS5 or Series X because next-gen optimization costs more money. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, we added slightly better shadows to increase the file size by 40GB. It's honestly really wild. For $80, you'd expect the game to make you breakfast and pay your rent. Instead, it's just last-gen gaming in a prettier box. Now let's move on to another matter. Let's talk about the collector's edition grift, because this is where publishers flex their true evil genius. Once upon a time, buying a collector's edition meant getting cool physical swag, steel bookcases, art books, figurines. Now you get digital wallpaper and a skin you'll stop using after 10 freaking minutes. Some studios are even selling digital deluxe editions for $100+, which basically means you pay an extra $20 to unlock the same content 2 weeks earlier than everyone else. Congratulations, you just funded their server stress test. And then of course there is the ultimate premium legendary tier bundle that costs $150 and comes with 3 battle passes you didn't ask for, a Frontiers badge, and an in-game pet that dies after 48 hours.
Oh, and no refunds of course.
It's honestly peak capitalism in gaming. Charge more, give less, and gaslight players into thinking they're lucky to even be included. And then the future will arrive. Publishers will swear up and down that cloud gaming is the future. No downloads, no installs, play anywhere they say, while your $80 purchase turns into a 720 pixel soup because your neighbor sneezed on the freaking Wi-Fi. Input lag? Oh, don't worry, you'll get used to it after your 10th death in a competitive match. Audio cutting? No, that's just immersion. Your controller disconnecting mid-boss fight, that's a skill issue. Apparently, we're just beta testers paying full retail price. And of course, let's not forget the subscription trap. These studios want you to spend $80 and pay monthly for cloud access, online play, or premium storage. It's like buying a car and then paying extra just to turn the steering wheel. Here's the reality, guys. The technology isn't there yet, but publishers don't care because they've already secured your money. Meanwhile, your next-gen experience looks like someone smeared Vaseline on the screen. And then, when all else fails, when creativity itself fails, there is always the nostalgia bait. Publishers love charging you $80 for a remaster of a game you already bought 3 times, except it now runs at 60 FPS and they've added bloom lighting.
Revolutionary.
And because nostalgia sells, we get lazy cash grabs disguised as ultimate definitive editions. You know, the ones where half the original features are missing. Oh, but don't worry, they'll sell them back later as restored content DLC for just $19.99. Meanwhile, indie studios are out here making groundbreaking games on budgets smaller than a Fortnite emote, but they're the ones struggling for visibility. AAA companies just slap a new coat of paint on your childhood, crank up the price and call it innovation. It's gaming freaking deja vu, except this time you're paying twice as much to relive the same memories,
But slightly shinier.
Honestly, if this is the direction gaming is heading, strap in, because we're about to enter the $100 base game era. And you know what? Publishers will justify it. Inflation, rising costs, development timelines, pick your excuse of the week. But guys, here's the scary part. We've normalized paying more for less content. Games launch half-baked, then drip-feed content roadmaps over 2 years while charging you extra for every little update. It's like buying a sandwich for $80 and being told the bread arrives next month. Eventually, the industry will push it so far that players revolt. We've seen it before. Battlefront 2, Diablo Immortal, Redfall. Players do have a breaking point, and when it hits, studios will act shocked like they didn't cause it themselves. But until then, get ready to sell a kidney for the standard edition of 2030's hottest game,
Which probably won't work on launch anyway.
At the end of the day, gaming's supposed to be fun, but publishers seem determined to turn it into a financial horror movie. We're paying more than ever while getting less innovation, less content and more frustration, and yet we keep showing up because hope is the last DLC.
They haven't monetized yet.
Look, I get it, development is expensive. But don't insult us by pretending record-breaking profits somehow justify squeezing players dry. If you want $80, deliver an $80 experience. Until then, expect sarcasm.
Lots of it.
So yeah, the next time a publisher tells you $80 is the new normal, just remember, you're not paying for a better game. You're paying for shinier puddles and corporate penthouses. I want to know your thoughts, guys. Are you okay with paying $80 for games now, or are you just as fed up as I am? Please drop your opinions down in the comments because I will be reading each and every one of them. And guys, thank you once again for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button for more content in the future. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.